Being some of the most popular artists in the world, there is no doubt that these rappers have amassed immense fortunes in their careers. They lead lives full of luxury and ostentation, have multi-million-dollar mansions to live in and extravagant cars to get around in. In addition to all this, these singers are also considered powerful tycoons with business empires in various sectors, some even being involved in controversies about the origin of their wealth. Are you curious to know who the rap stars are who have plenty of money to buy whatever they want? In this video, we'll find out who the richest rappers in the world are in 2024 and how they built their fortunes. Starting with Canadian rapper Drake. Born in 1986 in Toronto, Aubrey Drake Graham is one of the world's most popular singers. Drake's early career was in acting, playing Jimmy Brooks in the TV series Degrassi, The Next Generation, where he earned just $2,000 a month. His career in music began in 2006 with the release of the mixtapes Comeback Season and So Far Gone, which led him to sign a contract with Young Money Entertainment. Soon afterwards, Drake began to gain a foothold in the music scene, and it didn't take him long to reach the top of the charts with his albums. With his concerts, some sources claim that his fee is in the region of $1 million. On his Summer 16 tour in 2018, for example, he performed 56 shows and earned around $83.3 million. In addition, the Canadian makes a lot of money from advertising, such as his $15 million contract with Apple Music, as well as from his successful business ventures. The parent company behind Drake's investments is called October's Very Own, better known as the abbreviation OVO, founded in 2012. The company functions as a music label responsible for releasing artists such as Party Next Door, Majid Jordan, Roy Woods, Popcaan, and Baka Not Nice. In addition, the company advertises products online and has numerous physical stores that sell a variety of items, from laptops to clothing, which grossed about $50 million in 2018. Drake's other business is Dream Crew, a management company and entertainment group, producing movies, television shows, and series such as the famous Euphoria, which airs on the HBO channel. Already a big basketball fan, the rapper is an ambassador for the Canadian team Toronto Raptors. He also has his own radio station called Sound 42 for Sirius XM. Last but not least, the entrepreneur has the drinks company Virginia Black, which sells high-end whiskeys. And thanks to this, Drake has money to spend on every kind of luxury imaginable, such as his rare and exclusive cars, like the $2.2 million Bugatti Veyron Sang Noir. The rapper also loves to spend money on real estate, owning a luxurious mansion in Toronto, Canada. It's a 50,000 square foot palace built in a classic historical style with contemporary touches, fulfilling all of Drake's requests for a mansion made of top-of-the-line materials. And some sources claim that this incredible mansion built by Drake is currently worth around $100 million. And if you're curious about the size of his fortune, Drake's net worth is currently estimated at $250 million. Another extremely wealthy rapper is the American Eminem, born in 1972 in Detroit, Michigan. Having a troubled youth at home and at school, he started rapping at the age of 14. Despite facing challenges for being a white man in a predominantly black industry, Eminem showed his talent with rhymes, which ensured that he overcame the barriers and achieved great relevance in hip-hop. To give you an idea of the artist's relevance on the global stage, he has had 10 #1 albums on the Billboard 200 which have consecutively debuted at #1 on the chart, making him the first artist to achieve this feat. He has sold more than 220 million albums and is in the top 9 best-selling artists of all time. Other major sources of income for the artist are his world tours and earnings from plays of his songs on digital platforms. Some sources estimate that Eminem earns around $20 million a year, considering his earnings from music, such as concerts, CD sales, and streaming platforms like Spotify. In the years when he is actively touring to promote an album, this figure can easily approach $30 to $50 million a year. Eminem is also a businessman, and to mark his presence in the tech industry, he is one of the investors in the startup Maker's Place, a non-fungible token marketplace for buying and selling digital works of art and other creations. He even launched his own collection of NFTs, including a video that sold for $100,000. In total, his collection raised $1.78 million in just one day of sale. Making the most of his fame, Marshall also sells other products in his online stores. Another of the rapper's ventures is his Mom's Spaghetti restaurant, which already has locations in his hometown of Detroit and in Los Angeles. In the music business, in 1999 he founded his own record label called Shady Records, which has already signed big names like 50 Cent. Not to mention the money the rapper has already made from advertising. And it's no wonder that the rapper has enough money to buy whatever he wants, such as his collection of rare comic books, like Amazing Fantasy number 15, a historic edition of Spider-Man that can cost almost $500,000, depending on its condition. Another way Eminem spends his fortune is on luxury real estate. His current mansion, built in 1996, has 8,900 square feet of space, located in Clinton Township, where Eminem can live quietly without moving away from his roots. The rapper paid around $1.4 million to buy the home in 2000, but today it's probably worth a lot more than that. And thanks to his successful career, it's no wonder that Eminem's fortune is currently valued at $250 million. The next rapper on the list is Dr. Dre, born in 1965 in Compton, California. A music fan since his youth, Dr. Dre began working as a DJ in his teens. His first big hit came with the rap group NWA. He later released his first solo album, which made him one of the best-selling American music artists of 1993. And being one of the biggest American rappers, he certainly made a lot of money from his music. But without a doubt, most of Dr. Dre's fortune came from his business career. His first business venture began in 1996, when he founded his record label Aftermath, with which he helped launch the careers of big names such as 50 Cent and Eminem. It was also through his work as a producer for other artists that Dr. Dre was able to secure a great source of income through the royalties from hit songs. Until, in 2001, Dr. Dre decided to sell 30% of his stake in the label, reportedly pocketing $52 million. But for sure, the venture that changed Dr. Dre's wealth level for good was his headphone company Beats Electronics and the streaming service Beats Music. In 2014, the entrepreneur sold both businesses to Apple in a deal worth a staggering $3 billion. As Dr. Dre had a percentage of around 20% to 25% of the company, it is estimated that he received $500 million of that total amount. It was even because of this deal that Dr. Dre was considered the highest paid music artist in the world that year. And for amassing an immense fortune, Dr. Dre also spares no expense in his lifestyle. For example, he has beautiful cars, such as a $280,000 Bentley Continental GT and a $450,000 Rolls-Royce Drophead. The singer doesn't skimp on mansions either, owning an extensive real estate portfolio. Among the most expensive properties the rapper has ever owned is a stunning 9,600 square foot mansion in the Birch Streets neighborhood, which he sold for $32 million. Among the properties Dre currently owns is an 18,000 square foot mansion in Brentwood, which he bought from Tom Brady and his then-wife Gisele Bündchen for a whopping $40 million. Without a doubt, only someone as wealthy as Dr. Dre can lead a life like this, with an estimated fortune of $500 million. Another American rapper who can't be left off this list is the controversial Kanye West, now known as YE. Born in 1977 in Atlanta, Georgia, Kanye's career began at the age of 20 as a producer, creating successful beats for local artists. It was after being involved in a serious car accident that Kanye West was inspired to finally release his first single Through the Wire in 2002, which hit the music charts at the time. Since then, West hasn't stopped being successful, and it's no wonder he's won 21 Grammy Awards. In total, he has sold more than 160 million records and toured for millions of dollars, but his greatest source of wealth is business. In an article in Forbes magazine in 2022, Kanye West was considered the fifth highest paid public figure, with estimated earnings of $235 million in the previous year. Although it is not known what Kanye West's real net worth is, Forbes magazine indicates that he has $2 billion, while other sources estimate that his fortune is much greater, and he is even considered the richest black person in America. According to Bloomberg, for example, the rapper's net worth is $6.6 billion, which is distributed among his various investments, such as his catalog of songs, which includes the company Good Music, valued at $80 million. His sales on the Yeezy website, worth $100 million. His investments in real estate, valued at $120 million. Other assets, shares, investment, and earnings as a singer, estimated at $400 million. His partnership with the Gap brand, with a contract worth $1 billion. And the market value of his fashion company Yeezy, valued by UBS Group AG at around $4.7 billion. And these are just a few of his businesses, as the rapper is also the founder and head of the creative content company Donda. The artist also has the food company KW Food, which owns several fat burger fast food chains. Not to mention Kanye West's other investments, such as his stake in his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's Skims brand, among other shares and financial assets. However, after his controversial speeches, Kanye West lost several contracts with brands, and as a result his fortune fell sharply. Even so, all the success he has achieved over the years has allowed YE to acquire some enviable assets, such as an impressive 1,400-acre farm in Wyoming, which cost $14 million. Not to mention the luxurious mansion he lived in with his ex-wife in Hidden Hills, California. At the time it was bought, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West paid around $20 million, but with all the renovations and changes, the mansion is now valued at $60 million. And with a fortune of $500 million, it's no wonder Kanye West spends extravagantly. Another rapper not to be missed on this list, currently in prison and being investigated for serious crimes, is Sean John Combs, better known as Diddy. Born in 1969 in New York City, Sean started his career differently from most rappers, working as an intern for the Uptown Records label in the 90s, until he decided to found his own studio, called Bad Boy Entertainment, with which he helped produce songs for famous names such as the late rapper Notorious Big, French Montana, Usher, Mariah Carey, among many others. Diddy has also released projects of his own, and with his debut album he achieved 5 Grammy nominations, winning in the category of Best Rap Album. To give you an idea of the rapper's earnings, as the founder of Bad Boy Entertainment, Diddy makes great financial gains. After all, he has music rights from various artists and receives royalties. Not to mention that the company has already been targeted by several groups interested in buying it, and was valued at $100 million at its peak. But Sean hasn't limited himself to the music business, which has contributed to the further growth of his fortune. With the sales success of his Sean John clothing brand, he made revenues of over $525 million a year. Let's not forget the contribution of the following brands to Combs' wealth: Ciroc Vodka, De Leon Tequila, Aqua Hydrate Drinks, and the Revolt TV network. Considering Diddy's personal earnings over time with all his sources of income, it has been reported in the media that he earned $28 million in 2007, $35 million in 2008, $90 million in 2022, and up to $130 million in 2017, making him the highest-paid musician of the year according to Forbes. However, with the rapper's arrest, some rumors suggest that part of his income may also be related to illicit practices. In any case, the rapper has made a lot of money over the last 3 decades, which has led him to enjoy an ostentatious lifestyle. When it comes to getting around comfortably, he has luxurious vehicles, such as a $450,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom. To live comfortably, the rapper owns impressive properties, such as a European-style mansion in the Holmby Hills neighborhood, worth $39 million. And to enjoy a life like that, there's no doubt that Diddy must have reached a financial level never imagined by many people. In 2022, his net worth was estimated at $1 billion, but today, some sources suggest that Diddy's fortune is $600 million. Finally, the richest rapper in the world is Jay-Z, who, being a close friend of Diddy's, many speculate is also involved in crime. Born in 1969 in the big city of New York, Jay-Z came from a humble background but showed an interest in music from an early age. Jay-Z's first official rap single was called In My Lifetime, even without a record label. But the hit that really boosted his career at the time was Heartbreaker, a collaboration with Mariah Carey in 1999. In the following years, Jay-Z experienced the peak of his musical career, selling millions of albums and going on huge tours. But without a doubt, Jay-Z's greatest source of wealth came from his companies. According to Forbes magazine, Jay-Z has a huge catalog of his own music and that of other artists, investments worth $95 million. His Dust Cognac brand is worth at least $120 million, while his entertainment agency, Roc Nation, is valued at $140 million. In 1999, Jay-Z launched his own clothing brand Rocawear, which was a sales success, generating $700 million in annual revenue at its peak, until the rapper sold the company in 2007 for $204 million. He also invests in the stock market, with around $220 million invested in companies such as Uber, SpaceX, the Sweet Green restaurant chain, and Ethos Life Insurance. With the sale of his majority stake in Tidal to Twitter's CEO Jack Dorsey, the rapper pocketed $297 million. But his biggest financial gain to date was in 2021, when he sold just 50% of Armand de Brignac to LVMH for an impressive $640 million. With so many successful companies and investments, it's clear to see how Jay-Z became the first billionaire rapper. But like Diddy, rumors suggest that Jay-Z may be hiding dark secrets about where some of his wealth comes from. Jay-Z currently leads a dream life, owning cars worth real fortunes, such as his Rolls-Royce Boat Tail, a custom-built vehicle worth around $28 million. And if you're impressed by the rapper's garage, wait until you see the mansions he lives in. He owns, for example, one of the most expensive mansions in Los Angeles, bought for $88 million, and in addition to this property, he also owns a mansion in the city of Malibu, which cost $200 million. And for those who are curious to know the value of the rapper's fortune, Jay-Z currently has a net worth of $2.5 billion, a figure that could still grow. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.